I found love in you. And I've learned to love me too. Let's have intertwined into the perfect harmony. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. I found love in you. And no other love will do. Every moment that you smile chases all the pain away. Forever and a while, in my heart is where you'll stay. And this is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Oh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. The stars have all aligned, and right now is the perfect time to say, I love you, 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 I do. This is why I love you. This is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Oh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. Me. I found love in you. And no other love will do. That's why I love you.
I'm in love with you, so much in love with you, yeah, yeah.
A gentleman, you've always been a gentleman to me, my baby. It's a And without you, I would rather die. Say you're mine forever. Long to, hamba naye, kihamba naye. Long to, hamba naye, kihamba naye. Yamtata, kihamba naye, kihamba naye. Yamtata, hamba naye, kihamba naye.
Ngazibona intombazana kodwa ndifuna wena wesisi yebo ngithanda wena wentombi uthando lwakho lungishaya 10,000 awuthando lwakho lungishaya 1,000 ingihamba nawe mina nawe singomathinoli nomathinoli I so fast lahlane angihamba naye.
Long to, hamba naye, hamba naye. Long to, hamba naye, hamba naye. Yamtata, hamba naye, hamba naye.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, this is the official welcome. Yes, welcome to the 10th year anniversary of Lungelo and Witness Masilela. I am going crazy right now. I'm just trying to contain it. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. So to kick us off, we'll ask Brothers Boo, Zizi, to say a word of prayer so that the fun can start. Sboo?
And we thank you and we pray this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Sboo, Madam Zizi. Thank you so much. Thank you for that heartfelt prayer. That was truly, truly heartfelt. We thank you so much. And no doubt, we all feel the same way. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, welcome to the 10th year wedding anniversary of Witness and Lungelo Masilela. As you've seen me appear and pop up a few times, you probably put all the pieces together. I'll be taking you on this journey, on this ride together. I have the undeserved privilege of doing so. Quite frankly, I actually wondered why they asked me to do this. One evening I was lying on my couch and then Lungelo calls. I'm like, oh, trouble comes again. And as we go on, you'll understand what I mean when I say trouble comes again. And it's like, so we've been thinking, we 10 years coming, like, yeah, I know the 12th of November, who would forget that, So they said, yeah, we would like you to, I'm like, no. I think later on he'll tell you, I said no throughout the entire conversation, but my no meant nothing. It never means anything to Lungelo and Witness. For those who know Lungelo and Witness, and as you discover throughout their journey, my no has never meant anything. But here we are this evening, all of you looking so snazzy and beautiful. Wow, I'm looking at all the gents with their black and white ties and colorful, the ladies with their evening wear. Yo, you look so beautiful. I'm excited right now. I wish I could just jump up and do a little dance there. But the time is gonna come. The time is gonna come. So thank you so much. I am very nervous. When I'm nervous, I start to speak fast. So hopefully, as the evening goes along, then I'll try and slow down and gel into the whole mood. Yeah. So I feel sorry for Tim there. Tim is going to be running along with me. He's going to have to keep up, you know. And when Lungelo told me Tim is going to be interpreting, I was like, Lungelo, your story is not going to be like entirely in English, you know. So I don't know how Tim is going to survive. He's like, well, you must just, yeah, he'll just have to make do. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But there's a wonderful story. There's a wonderful, wonderful story of love and of commitment and of love for Jehovah that you will enjoy this evening. So we aim to take you along through the beginning of the journey. You'll see some friends telling you stories. Please buckle up, prepare yourselves. The 10-year anniversaries don't just come along. You know, I'm sure many of you, I can see some who have already passed 10 years well along. You know, 10 years don't just come. A decade doesn't just come. You will hear some very honest comments this evening from some of the friends. We have some friends who pre-recorded their comments. Yeah, they'll be quite honest. And we aim to just embarrass them a little bit as well, you know, because we come far. We come far and they too come far. But we're looking forward to a wonderful evening. And do please enjoy yourselves. If there's anything you would like to add to the program, please do send a chat message there to me privately. Also, if there are any observations, if you would like your message to be read out loud as well, we welcome that. We love that. We are celebrating a 10th year anniversary. And as you look at the Masilelas there, a few seconds ago, you actually saw a bigger room. So they are in a restaurant there. They unfortunately won't be able to dance like we will be, unfortunately, but they asked us, please, 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 can we not hold back from shaking and breaking it down and sweating it out? They asked that, please, just because they cannot do it doesn't mean that we cannot do it. So please, let's do that. I'm sure Hlelo and Olutu we're also looking forward to dancing, but just not this evening, unfortunately. But we will do it on their behalf. So please, don't hold back. Let's all dance together. We are happy. We are excited. We are celebrating a story of love. Yes, so that I don't go over time and start rambling on as well, I will try and follow my program. It is so organized, I tell you. There's a program, there's all those dues, everything is like, and Lungelo called like 13 times a day. Today I cannot tell you how many times he called me just to make sure. And I'm sure all of you know Lungelo. He wants to make sure everything is right there. You know, everything is planned out right. So let me try and honor that and follow my program as well. So to move forward now, we are just going now to move on to the first slideshow. And I have to warn you, this slideshow is very honest, but it's hilarious as well. So for those who will be able to catch it, I hope you catch it. We'll try and you know, rehash and rephrase certain things. It's in Sesotho, and I'll tell you why. The reason why it's in Sesotho is because this was directed to Lungelo and Witness, and it was super, super, super honest. She was taking, this friend of Witness was taking her back to where it started. Actually, even I, hearing some of those things, I'm like, yo, wow, that was something else. And in a second, you will know why. Okay, so for those of you who understand Sesotho and sign language, I believe we have a very good balance there. So for those who don't understand Sesotho, you'll understand the sign language. So enjoy. Millicent, take it away. Okay, thanks, Masilelas, for playing that. May I just jump in just before we move on to Millicent? Oopsie, yes, I have to start my video. I had to start my video. Yeah, that is the Zoom etiquette, right? Yes. So just before we move on to the first speech, I was actually a little bit rude because I didn't really explain to you what my relationship is between, Lungelo and Witness, just so you also have a clearer picture of how this whole picture connects, So Lungelo and myself have been friends since, well, it's more than 10 years. Yeah, it's more than 10 years. We were roommates at Bethel. We were roommates at Bethel with Nelson. So we were together, and this whole love story unfolded right under our eye. As the Mjolo pictures were floating about us, I was like, oh boy, I remember that couch. I remember the love couch. Yes, so many pictures from that love couch, So yeah, so I just wanted you, friends and family, and to know how I fit into the whole picture. I'm not just a stranger they picked up from the street to come and be the program director here. So there are a few juicy stories I have. I did warn Lungelo and Witness that I'm going to be brutally honest. Some of my tribulations, some of the things that we saw, they did, and I'm sure most of the Bethelites know Lungelo and Witness were such lovey-dovey's. Oh, wow. They were just lovey-dovey's. And some of those stories you remember. So yeah, let's now move on to, I think it's now fitting for us to move on to the first slideshow / Millicent's comment there.
Hi everyone, nna lebitso la ka ke nna Millicent Nxumalo, aka Sweetie. Witness wa le tseba lebitso le la Sweetie hore le qadile jwang. So okay, nna le Witness re di best friends, re di chomi. So setswalle sa rona se qadile Bethel. So ha ke fihla Bethel ke thotse Witness a le Bethel, ra ba di chomi, ra ba di besties, really di single sisters. So okay, today ke batla bua ka hore ba kopane jwang yene le Lungelo aka Malume. So right here, so Lungelo o na dula le Byron ko roomong. So tsatsi le leng ne ke checketse Byron ko roomong ya bone because Byron e ne le motswalle wa cousin ya ka. So rona ka Setsonga motswalle wa cousin ya hao ke cousin ya hao. So okay fine, ne ke ile mo ke checketse Byron. You are talking about Byron, ke hopola nreksetsa TV wa hopola Sweetie nreksetsa TV ya 150, the whole TV ya 150 wa tseba mara life ya Bethel ya e simple o itse ai ka irata. Okay anyway, so tsatsi le ga ke le mo he ke ba checketse ko roomong ya bone. Malume a mpotsa with Lungelo ntse re monna he Millicent why le listening le wena le Witness ka re I know rona re sa batla ho enjoy bo singleness ba rona ha re so batle manyalo honaje are oh okay. So a thoma he a ntsa mpotsa ka Witness ya botsa dipotso a botsisa ka Witness dipotso tse ngata ka Rayman motho nka rona le khatlego ho Witness o a ke tswa mo room ka ya ho Witness ka Sweetie guess what hona le motho o moshimane mong ba re ke Lungelo Masilela o itse ka rona le khatlego ho wena o ntse putsisa dipotso se re ke mang o ka re dula le Byron o bereka tracking o bereka le Byron le Mish ha ke motseng ha ra kena internet ke Google ya go Bethel. So ra fitla mo ra mo search ra re Lungelo Masilela a gwa tswella sefatlego sa hae he ha tswella Witness a re tjo Sweetie o ra moshimane o ra ha tsamaya o phusha mokaba ka Sweetie a ska re jwalo hle ha re ne Sweetie wa ke na khatlego wena yo bona o re jwang ka re Sweetie o ska shaba di looks a ke wa tseba le mogatla o khothatse ntho tse jwalo ha re Sweetie la o le jwalo nna I'm not interested. Okay fine. So ha ke dutse tsatsi le leng ha ke thola invite from Lungelo le Byron ba re mema ko roomong ya bone ne ile Friday ka re Sweetie kana ba re inviteile kwa ko room ko 247 ha ra tsamaya ra ko roomong eo a re fitla he ra qotsa ra dlala di game ke ba bona ba busy ba ntse ba bua vele ba le two. So I think that day ba exchange le di numbers ha re tswa mo he ka re Sweet o mmona jwang a re yo Sweet no thanks o bone mahlo a ready yo a ka se mo kgone wa matla ready ka re Sweet ka ne ke itseng mara ka mo ka taba ya di-looks Sweet ha re ntse re tsheya mo ha re tsamaya. So I think ne ba dula ba bua ka bona re Witness jwanong ka re o ba le kgatlhego o itse ka mmona jwang ya tshehisa taba ke itse tsatsi leng ya re fita ko roomong ya bone ko 247 ha re fitla Witness a knock mo ke maketse le nna ka knock mo a fetsa mo rabalea yo ai ka lo bona hore chomi ya ka jwanong ga yona le kgatlhego so ne re tsa re phela re dula jwalo vele re knock re ba re tabohe re tsamaye ba sala mo ba bula monyako ba thola ra ona motse yo ai it's keng hai ya start jalo he ba data it's keng hai engagement ya tsamaya jwalo he ka ba shepherd ya bone hey don't ask me go no le jwang but ke survive ke nna hey banyala ka 2011 ka ba bridesmaids so it's a mile jwalo it's journey ene le monate so it's keng ke re today Sweet le malume tsatsi la lona le enjoy your 10 years and le tswele pele le tshwarane jwalo nkare Jehova ka tswela pele a hlonolofatsa lenyalo la lona until lilo aroganya ke lefu wa bona gore Jehova gona jo o le blessitse le ka bana ba batle so itse keng tswelang pele le yeah ke tlo reng itse keng gore ke thabile too much I don't know what to say but anyways thank you so much ke a le rata ke rata le bana ba lona.
You know what? If you know Millicent, that is like Millicent to the core. You know, when I saw this video, I was like, excuse me, this video, it's like they just took Millicent from 2010 and just plugged her back into, you know, exactly who she is now in 2021. That was just awesome. It was just Millicent. Thank you so much, Millicent, for sharing with us how it all began. So, it's a lot to rehash everything. And I promise you, if Nelson was here, he would say something different because, as I said, it happened under our noses. We were sitting right there, and Nelson is looking at me right now. He's laughing his lungs out. He's like, yes, I do have a story. Yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot. All these things about the 150 Rand TV. Even I forgot about that. But hey, she has an elephant memory. She remembers these things. When she mentioned, I'm like, yeah, I remember selling a TV for 150. Yeah, whatever happened to that TV? My favorite TV. Yeah, I remember. Life at Bethel was very, very simple and fun. Yeah. And yeah, they used to terrorize us. Now, it was very weird. We would just hear like a random knock. And 247 was like one of the rooms. 247, we got into trouble because our neighbor, he liked his peace and quiet. And now when there's a knock on the door, like that aggressive knock on the door, he thinks we dropped something, he would call and like, okay, guys, are you okay? We're like, yeah, we're fine. Someone just knocked. And this happened a few times. Random days, Little did we know. Now I know. Only now, actually, I find out who was guilty of such. Yeah. But as you heard, some of the stories were actually quite honest for me. It was the first time I heard how, Lungelo, is this what Witness thought of you? But Vanna Oxalayo, she married you. She married you. And we are so happy. We are so happy that we can celebrate with you this evening. Yeah, so we now understood how it all began. We also enjoyed some of the pictures from the first slideshow, their wedding. It was such a beautiful wedding. We all had fun, and I believe most of you who are present this evening were also present there. Some of you actually were to be introduced to Lungelo and Witness shortly after their wedding. Why am I saying this? Because after they got married, now they got a new assignment. So just one thing, Lungelo and Witness have always been about assignments. Change of assignment there, new assignment there, this happening. And this evening, you also get to understand what I mean by that. So getting married, being a husband, being a wife was a new assignment for the both of them. right? And on top of that, Jehovah gave them a new assignment. They were now assigned to King Williamstown as special pioneers. Now, they left all of us behind, but they made new friends when they got there. They started a new family. They met new people. They were in sign language. And this actually leads us to the next slideshow, slideshow number 2. And after that, we'll get now to enjoy one of the people that now became part of Lungelo and Witness family. Busi has a story to tell because they met Busi in King Williamstown. Now, Busi is going to be signing her speech, but then we'll also have a voiceover of that speech. Such a beautiful, heartfelt story of what happened there. So let's enjoy the second slideshow. It's also telling a story. Try and piece all those pieces, try and put them together and see if you can make out their journey along as they started. So this journey started for them in 2011 as well, when they moved to King Williamstown as special pioneers. What a wonderful privilege. We're all jealous, like, oh, I want to be the one who goes to sign language as a special pioneer, Lungelo and Witness were the pioneers. So slideshow number 2, please, brother host. Yes, I'll call you brother. Thank you so much. So just before we move on, these slideshows always prompt something new, So this time I just want to talk about that car, that white car you saw there. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. This evening is not about me. It's about Lungelo and Witness, but I'm sorry, it's going to be personal because every single memory is quite personal, is linked to something. So that car, we called him Skedlemba. We called him Skedlemba. And for many of you who understand what Skedlemba is, yeah, But anyway, that was a rebuilt car by yours truly, Lungelo. But then I don't think it'll be accurate to say he built it alone, because Nelson and myself saw flames with that car. So back then, Bethel used to have a workshop where you could go and work on your own vehicle. There was the garage, and then there was like a Bethel Boys. You could go and work on your own car there, things like that. So Skedlemba was forever in the Bethel Boys. And Lungelo couldn't do everything by himself. And who had to go and help and lift and jack up and pull and like every single thing, the handbrake, the steering rack, the what have you in the car and the everything. And Lungelo was always broke because he was always buying parts for that car. And, so like I said, this car has such a story. But this car, when I saw it there in King Williamstown, it warmed my heart. Because one day Lungelo actually were talking and he told me such an amazing story about that car. So one time when they were in the assignment in King Williamstown, things happen, and then you plan for budgets and things like that. But this time around, they sort of, I think, what's the word, under budgeted. I think they under budgeted. And then like food was running out. So their reimbursement was coming along, but it was like a day or so in between there. They had petrol in the car to go to the ministry. I'm looking at Lunga, it's like, yeah, why are you telling this story? Why are you telling this story? Sorry, it's my story now because it has Kelemba in it. And it's a story of faith, actually. So they're like, you know what? We have our last 2 pieces of bread in the fridge. What do we do? Do we stay home and wait? So the next day reimbursement was now coming in, but maybe later in the afternoon. Do we just stay at home and wait for the reimbursement to come, and then we can now, the following day, which is 2 days later, we can now go out in the ministry? Or do we just go out in the ministry anyway? And then they ate those 2 slices of bread, and they went out into the ministry. Foo, gone. They went out preaching the whole day. Now, they're coming home. They're driving home now. They see this person walking as they're driving home, like, man, this person, isn't this so-and-so? And it's a deaf study of theirs. Like, isn't this so-and-so? Hi, Wena. You never walk home. There's usually transport. Only to find out that actually this one was naughty. I think he was like mingling with their friends. The deaf are like amazing. He's mingling with their friends, he's chatting, and then now transport, whoop, gone. Now he had to walk home now. Now they were thinking, okay, we have petrol, but like we go home or we drop this one off. What do we do? And then they decided to do the loving thing. They gave this one a lift and drove this one home. Remember, the last piece of meal that they had was in the morning when they had those 2 slices of bread. And like there was like nothing until in the evening or in the afternoon when reimbursement comes. Now they took this one home. Oh, Jehovah is amazing. They took this one home. The mother's like, yo, I was worried about this one, but I hit him, he's naughty and this and this. Oh, here's a pot of food. They had enough food to eat that afternoon, and the evening they even had like a container to take home, and all because they sacrificed the petrol they had, their last petrol, and they did a kind deed to someone else. So I just thought, you know what? When I saw Skedlemba there, I have to share this story that is linked to Skedlemba, because Skedlemba is the one that drove this young deaf friend home, and now Jehovah was able to care for them in that way. Yeah. So such a beautiful story. As you will learn this evening, Lungelo and Witness are such an amazing couple. We're not overinflating it. It's the truth. We love them, and we have so many stories of faith and love, and I believe later on we'll start sharing also certain ones that affect people's lives like directly in that way. I didn't add this to the agenda or to the little program, but it's going to be a surprise for them as well. Right, so as I interrupted that slideshow, now let's go now. So you saw they were in King Williamstown, right? Having fun in King Williamstown. They're dancing with the deaf. I'm like, I wonder what they were sent there to do. They were supposed to preach, but now they are doing this. They're dancing, But that's Lungelo and Witness. They always carry their fun with them. When we're at Bethel, all the coffee bars were always full. We're always, every Friday, every Saturday, we're always invited to something. There's people coming. There's always fun, That's Lungelo and Witness, and they took that along to the assignment in King Williamstown, and now they enjoyed that. And now Busi will tell us some of the memories she has from Lungelo and Witness as they were serving there in King Williamstown. Please, Busi, take it away.
Hey there. I would like to first of all say congratulations, my friends, Witness and Lungelo. Wow, 10th year anniversary. Oh my goodness, blessings from Jehovah. I'd like to say a few words. I remember the first time you met me, I was at work, and the two of you came to visit. You introduced yourselves, you gave me your names and where you were from, and over time you invited me to the meetings. So I went to the meetings, and over time I started to learn the truth from the Bible. I learned. And as time went on, I saw, oh my goodness, the two of you are very nice, you're friendly, and you love people, and you're just nice people. I carried on learning, and then I made progress and I changed my life. The two of you were so happy, and our bond, our friendship just strengthened, and it encouraged me to learn even more. So I started associating with you, associating with the brothers and sisters at the meetings regularly. And then I got baptized and I changed my life. Why? Because you taught me. Whenever I see the two of you, you respect each other, you love each other, and you love Jehovah, you love Jehovah's people. Oh my goodness. Why? Because you just have such a zeal in your heart all the time. And whenever I would be sad, you would come and visit me and encourage me, and I would be so refreshed. And the two of you met my mom, you communicated with her. Yes, my mom loves the two of you because my mom could see my daughter's making changes, and it was all thanks to you. She is so grateful. Oh my goodness, just beautiful. I just want to say congratulations on your 10th anniversary. It's so special. My goodness, Jehovah has blessed you, and may He bless the two of you even more. Please enjoy your day with your children, and I wish you Jehovah's blessings, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. From Busi and Rodney, we love you.
Thank you so much, Busi. Thank you so much. That was special, wasn't it? So I left out a little detail. So Busi isn't just Busi. Okay, Busi is Lungelo and Witness' spiritual daughter. So it was fitting for her to be the one telling this story. And really, this is the Lungelo and Witness that we know. This is the Lungelo and Witness that we know. Well, be that as it may, it was fun for Busi and the friends in King Williamstown. However, it was not so fun for me. I'm sorry, I seem to be coming back to me again. And I have a stamp of approval. I can say all these things. It wasn't so fun for me. Why? Like I said when we started, my no has little to no meaning at all. And then the next day, I'm busy doing whatever I'm doing at Bethel, and then the next thing, the phone rings. Hey, Mvana, so my father-in-law is coming, eh? I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? Like, so when he comes there, please, the next track to King Williamstown, please, that's a blanket he's gonna give you. Please make sure it gets into the track. Make sure, please, it must get into the track, and it must come to us. You must know what to write. Lungelo and Witness Masilela. What is it? This Eastern Cape something. And I'm like, father-in-law. And then 5 minutes later, Witness that calls. Hey, Byron. I'm like, it's like, yeah, I'm at the gate. Yo. And then tribulation started. And I thought it was just, a once-off thing. They're far from home. I mean, you must understand. They're newlyweds. They're far from home. And I'm like, yeah, my boy, I will do it for you. No problem. Oh, little did I know, the blanket would bring something else and something else and something else and something else and something else. It was just every month was something going up to King Williamstown. And who was supposed to make sure it goes into the truck? And for those of you who maybe knew a little bit about trucks, now getting something into the truck is not just something, oh, where's this truck going to King Williamstown? Okay, put it in there. No. Janice actually can actually vouch for me. You know, I have to find the driver and I have to be at my best and ask nicely. Would you mind taking a parcel? It's a personal parcel to, Lungelo and Witness. You remember them, eh? Yes, yeah, they're now in King Williamstown. Do you mind taking, every single month I had to beg someone. And I got to a point where I said, no, I'm not, no. No meant nothing. I still did it. And you get to understand as we go along why my no means nothing to Lungelo and Witness. Anyway, that was a beautiful experience from Wusi. We appreciate that. I just thought, just to add that all the blankets and all the something else that was sent there. And I never got like a e-wallet, those things, like, hey, my boy, you are doing something for us all the time. Nothing. Because me, yeah. Anyway, guys, I love them. I love Lungelo and Witness. Okay, now we're moving on to something a little different. Okay, we're moving to something a little different. It's going to be sound. You're going to hear it, but you're going to see movement. Yes, there's going to be a duet song done especially for Lungelo and Witness by Tandiwe and Cizinho. These are friends all the way from Mozambique. Yeah, Lungelo and Witness, their love, breaks borders. It goes over the border. So this next song comes all the way from Mozambique, right? Tandiwe and Cizinho will be doing a duet, and there'll also be some background music there as well to accompany that for our hearing friends to also enjoy that. So yeah, take it away, Brother Ndlela.
There is a gift that comes from above, a lovely gift called being in love. When two hearts begin to beat as one, then a wonderful time has begun. Oh, it's simple, so easy, and it's something we know. With a threefold chord, love will grow, with Jehovah to guide us in all that we do. How I love to be truly in love with someone like you. Someone like you. Oh, someone like you. Someone like you. Trials will come our way, but our love will grow stronger each day. We will build a bond that no one can break. We will build a love that no one will take. No, no, no one, no. It's simple, so easy, and it's something we know. With a threefold chord, love will grow, with Jehovah to guide us in all that we do. How I love to be truly in love with someone like you. Someone like you. Oh, someone like you. Someone like you.
Nothing can destroy our love.
Nothing can
This
destroy.
precious gift is from our God up above.
I'm so thankful. Exclusive devotion, love's as strong as death. You are bone of my bones, you are flesh of my flesh. Such an excellent woman. In all that you do, I will spend all my life loving you. bless the day you came into my life. I bless the day I made you my wife. Ooh, yes I do. It's simple, so easy, and it's something we know with a threefold chord. Oh, love will grow with Jehovah to guide us in all that we do. How I love to be truly in love with someone like you. Someone like you. Someone like you. Someone like you. How I love to be truly in love with someone like you.
Wasn't just beautiful? Wasn't that just beautiful? You know, every time the camera comes on, I get nervous all over again. Like, I have to say something all over again. You know, I have all my speeches lined up, but when the cameras now come on, I get nervous all over again. Yeah, but you know what? We are still enjoying such an amazing couple. We are celebrating their story of their story of faith as well. Like I said earlier, change is what defined Lungal and Witness and how they adjusted to it every single time. So now we just enjoyed a beautiful song by Sozinho and Tandiwe, talking about love, and you know it's just so beautiful to see love shown in that way. Um, for the hearing, you always hear love, love, love. It's beautiful, but then those in sign language, they also have the amazing privilege of also seeing love. You know, so it is such a beautiful song. Thank you so much. All right. So I just wanted to remind you, friends and family, you know that as much as we are celebrating this, for some of us, it's a celebration of freedom. It's a celebration of freedom, you know. Every time I think about Lungaland Blues, I'm like, oh, the trauma, PTSD for days. You know, I'm like, oh wow. When Millicent said in a speech that, you know, being a chaperone was, yeah, something else. So, like I said, no was never an option. If Lungaland Witness are going out somewhere, you knew you were coming along. So sometimes it was nice because you get to go out, you know, you get to go out and out and out. But sometimes it was not so nice because you don't have a say in it. You have your own plans, and Fana, you know that we can't go just the two of us. You know, yes, I know. And then, yeah, what do you know? You're in Sketlemba. And I have to say this, Nelson, did you ever get to drive Sketlemba?
Yeah, I did have a chance to drive a Sketlemba, even though we got loop.
Yeah, I never got a chance to drive Sketlemba. I never got a chance to drive Sketlemba. You know what? I was always
no, Byron, you did have a chance.
Where?
We once fixed Sketlemba, putting some brick pads in it, and you had a test drive on it.
Okay, fine. It was 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, so I forgot. Almost. Yeah. But you know, it is a celebration, like I said, for freedom for some of us. They didn't need a chaperone anymore. Oh, that day when they said I do, and I knew I was free. You know what? It was such an amazing day. It was such an amazing day. I had my life back. So, you know, friends, when I say that, you know, it's my no means nothing. I know you're like, oh, you know, apparently, you know, you're just saying that. Like, it's Lungelo and Witness. Okay, yeah, Witness Mahlatsi, oh, shame, man, oh, you know, Lungelo. Lungelo, you know, so you never had a choice. So when I say I got my life back, freedom, like in a literal sense, I was free. My time was mine and my room was also mine. Like Witness wasn't there anymore. You know, Witness was not there anymore. The love couch now was now mine. I was like, love couch. Oh, by the way, that was my couch. It was my couch. So the love couch was not a love couch anymore. Yeah, but you know, this is such a beautiful thing to travel back in time, remember all these things. I remember we're talking with Lungelo the same evening. He asked me to 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 be MC, and we just spent I think like a little over an hour and a half, just you know reminiscing over all those old times. We reminded each other of all those beautiful memories, and we were laughing until tears came down. You know, it was just an amazing day. You know, remembering all those beautiful memories. So we are so grateful that this evening we have you friends to also celebrate because we know that each one of you actually was an important part in Witness and Lungelo's lives. And I know in sign language, many of you at Bethel, even outside, seeing Lungelo and Witness growing, you know, to be gathered together now here this evening is such a beautiful thing. So thank you so much for making the time to join us this evening to celebrate this wonderful gift of love. Thank you so much. So now we're about to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go to something that we've all been looking forward to. And I'm trying to say this with less excitement as possible. Trying to, you know, throw you off, you know, but it is actually an exciting thing that each one of us has been waiting for. So it's dinner time. It's dinner time. You know, I try to put straight face, like, you know, no. I mean, who doesn't love food? I'm sure we all have amazing menus there. I wish actually we could see what everyone's having. Me, I'm happy. I'm happy to have my Mopani worms. You know, that's what you get for having someone who's in the farms to, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna show you later though. My Mopani worms. That's what I'm gonna have. But before we actually have our meal, we just want to have everyone, you know, stand up a little bit and just shake it out a little bit, you know, get that stress off, the stress of the slideshow isn't working. Where's Lungelo and Witness? You know, okay, yeah, let's get a bit of a shakedown. We're gonna dance a little bit. So please don't be shy, stand up. Like I said before, unfortunately, Lungelo and the family, they cannot stand up and dance, but we can. So please, may we all stand and shake it down. And, you know, as you do that, you know, pass the camera on your way to your buffet there, dish up and come back and do a little dance, come back and sit down. We want to see you, you know, getting down. And yeah, if you like, as the request said, keep the cameras on. We'd like to see what's on the menu, you know, just show us your Mopani worms as well if you're having them. You know, I'm thinking of the fish and chips in Cape Town. I'm thinking of all the lekker things, you know, all the sago and the everything and the kotas. You know. Ooh, Kulufelo is like, man, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna have. Are those eggs? Yay, eggs this evening, Kulufelo. Are those eggs? Ah, that's gonna be very dangerous. Oh, you just blocked your camera. Sorry for exposing you. I'm just teasing you, Kulufelo. I'm just teasing. Yes, so friends, let's have some music, dance to it as we dish up, and then later on we will continue with our program. Thank you so much. Take it away, Mr. DJ. Irena! Yes!
Wow!
Wow, yelele. Yeah. Yakati mo.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. You know, what I enjoy about Lungelo and Witness is they will take you by surprise sometimes. Like, all of us were like, Sana Marana is going to be like, yo, Sana Marana. It's like, no, we'll give it to you in style, you know. But we loved it. We enjoyed it. I know we said one more song and then we're gonna, I think we can get another song, because I saw everyone was like now into it now. Everyone was like into it. Let's see now. Can we go to the next one? Let me just send it to my private group here so you can. There we go. You read my mind. Yes, you read my mind. Yes. Take it away, Zach. Yes, Zach. Yes, Zach, your brother. Yes. That's it.
247, pa.
Yes, brother, 247.
Get away, get away, get away. It's all I wanna do. Little get away. Oh, baby.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. Get away, get away, get away. It's all I wanna do. Spend a little time with you, oh, baby. Yeah. On my middle. Love you, want me. Little mami, Santa, see I'm bad. On my middle. together, and it just feels right. Man, I love kicking with you, baby. It's all I wanna do, baby. I'm a melon, I'm a melon. Love you, woman. Little mommy, Sunday, Sunday. See me. I'm a melon, I'm a melon. Love you, woman. Little mommy, Sunday, Sunday. See me.
Wow, 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 wow. Whew. It is so hot. It is so hot. It is so hot. This party, this celebration has just entered another level. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. I can see others are using pillows, some are using their hands, just trying to cool down. Like, hey, turn it down a notch, turn it down a notch. It's getting so hot in here. We have such a lineup for you. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, let us move on, friends. Let us move on. I hope you're enjoying your meal. Um, you know, Something about Bethelites, I hope I don't get into trouble for this. But, Bethelites are, you know, I was working today with a young man. I'm like, he's like, yo, you're moving so fast. I'm like, ish, yeah, I know. It's in here. So now it just made me remember, Bethelites, when it's time to eat, they eat. Quick, finish. The meal is done, like done. Oh, you guys are still eating. Shame, sorry, ne? We're about to go back to work. That's just like, and I'm sure now they're actually now into dessert now. Like, so I know we are there. We are there. We are there. So please keep up with us, please. Let's now move on. We've enjoyed the dance floor. We're enjoying the meal, and I can see the Masilelas as well. They're having so much fun. Plates are moving around there, the desserts and the main meals they're taking, they're bringing. It's all happening. It's all happening. Let me just confirm that we're not moving too fast for the Masilelas there. The actual people who need to see all of these things. So just to share something with you, it was so hard, it was so hard to ask others to record something, do something interesting, and I think for Lungelo it took so much self-control because he had access to some of the videos, but like, I'm not gonna watch it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, it took so much self-control. So just to let you know that this is the first time they're actually seeing all of these videos as well. So we are getting to enjoy them, these videos along with them. So we just want to make sure that they never miss this actual moment. Okay, right. So now, like I said, Lungelo and Witness, assignment is their thing. Assignment is their thing. They just move on. They just take an assignment. They never refuse an assignment from Jehovah. They just accept it and then just move on. So King Williamstown happened, and we met Busi, who's from King Williamstown. There are actually many more stories that we could share from King Williamstown. They didn't only get to have a spiritual daughter, they also got to have a spiritual son as well, but time just wouldn't permit for us to fit every single one of them in here. But then you also get to hear certain things as we move along. Now, the second assignment came. So first assignment, was it first or second assignment? They got married. Lungelo was husband, first time witness, first time wife, first assignment. I don't know. And then King Williamstown was second assignment. And then I'm lost now. I'm lost. Anyway, it was another assignment. Okay? Now, the next assignment took them now, still in the Eastern Cape, but this time it took them to Gqeberha. I've been practicing this for a long time. You're not going to take it away from me. They moved now to PE, Port Elizabeth. Their second assignment was in PE. So, to get to enjoy a little bit of PE and what took place there, what happened there, we're going to enjoy a slideshow. There's a slideshow number 3 that's been prepared to give us a bit of an overview. And then after that, they made family as well when they got to PE. The Lombards. We'll give the next speech after that. Let's get to the third slideshow, and then after that, we now move on to the Lombards.
Hi, Lungelo and Witness. So nice for us to be able to give you a nice message on your 10th anniversary. Tenzi and myself want to just express our appreciation for knowing you as dear friends. Think of the time you spent here in PE with us, your special pioneer assignment. And we'll see now that you've got another assignment. That is to have a family of 4. And you're doing quite well, you and Witness. Beautiful children. We always see you smiling. And we all just want to wish Jehovah's rich blessing on your future life together as you serve Jehovah together and as a family grow from strength to strength in your spirituality. So Tenzi also want to say a few words, Tenzi.
Yeah, hello Lungelo, Witness. It's lovely that you're celebrating this 10th year of your marriage. We just want to say that this is Philip, surname. My surname is Tenzi. And we got to know Witness and Lungelo many years ago when they were assigned from King Williamstown to Gqeberha or Port Elizabeth as special pioneers in the sign language. We were all together and we certainly had many trials, but also lots of laughter and fun with the deaf. Yeah, it was lovely years and we have very fond memories. But now I want to say, wow, 10 years already, and what a beautiful couple. You're still so in love, we can see that very much. And on top of that now you've got 2 beautiful children and you're such good parents. You're doing such a good job. We're so proud of you. And we'll always treasure your friendship, and you hold a very special place in our hearts. We want to wish you well in your marriage ahead as you continue to look to Jehovah for guidance, as you always do. We know you're a very spiritual couple and have a strong relationship with Jehovah, and you're imparting that to your children. Beautiful to see. So now, as you celebrate this 10th anniversary, wedding anniversary, we hope you have a lovely wedding celebration and lots of love from us.
Thank you so much to the Lombards. Thank you so much for giving us a taste of what you enjoyed with Lungelo and Witness when they were in PE. Actually, Lungelo and Witness said, I have to mention this, that you were their parents. So this next item was actually presented by their parents. So you certainly took good care of them. And we saw in the pictures there, but I think it was just patting, bri. I don't know if there was much preaching there, but anyway, topic for another day. That's what parents do with their kids. They just have fun, they just have fun. Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing that experience with us there. Yes, so Lungelo and Witness moved from King Williamstown and they moved to PE and they met another family. Now they became a family with the Lombards and many other deaf. You saw now they were at the beach, they were having fun, they even attended weddings, it was so much fun. But now they also had along their trip in the Eastern Cape, as they were sent from one assignment to the other, they also met people who played big roles and bigger roles in their lives. And they asked one of them also to maybe just say something. In fact, him and his wife, they just asked them to also say something, just in celebration of the 10th wedding anniversary. So we're just now going to look at a slideshow. We're going to go to slideshow number 4, and then after that, we'll now welcome Dieter and Karen. They're also going to say something.
In the quiet of the night, with a million stars above, when I think of you and of all you do, it fills my heart with love. If I give my life to you, you will always be my guide. As the days go by, you will see that I am forever on your side.
Lungelo and Witness, we are very happy to be part of your very special 10th wedding anniversary. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Champagne corks popping. We remember the first time that we met you there in King Williamstown. You had just left Bethel and you were wide-eyed in a new assignment, and there was many challenges ahead, and the way that the two of you supported one another under Jehovah's direction was something beautiful to see. You had such a deep love for the brothers and quickly made friends, and you came up with innovative ideas. I remember how you helped the deaf and the hearing that were involved in King Williamstown to save up together, almost like a little stokvel, so that they could buy DVD players for the ministry and for the meetings. Wonderful. And then you again had another change. You were sent to Port Elizabeth, and think of the friendships that you built up there. And you got a new mom and dad, as it were, in the form of Tenzi and Flippy. And again, you left a legacy of love and hard work and diligence in the congregation there. And then ending up at Bethel. And then after Bethel, assigned to the field, and then becoming a dad and a mom of one, and then of two. In all these things, we've seen how you've dealt with those challenges, those changes in your 10 years of marriage. But the one thing that's been a constant is love. Love for each other and love for Jehovah. And that's what we really, really appreciate about you.
And I think of the love that you showed to the young ones. I know that sometimes it was hard because you were newly married, you were in King Williamstown, and you were like magnets for the teenagers and the young ones. And they discussed their problems and their feelings with you. And I know maybe sometimes you felt overwhelmed, but when you look back now and you think about how many people's lives you influenced in a positive way, and also how the changes and all the different assignments shaped you and trained you and basically got you ready for this assignment that you have now for the next 20 years of raising your own children. So we consider ourselves very, very happy and lucky to have met you and to know you and shared a little bit in your lives and in some of the assignments that you had. And we know that Jehovah will bless you for the next 10 million or more years. We don't know how long we are going to live forever, but we're going to have a wonderful time, and we hope to meet up with you soon again.
Absolutely. And you know, I know that both of you are very good with photography, and it makes me think of that song that we had of all the pictures in the book. And you're building up a record of faithfulness with Jehovah. And so each phase in your life, each chapter is another picture in this album of memories that Jehovah treasures too. Just think of how many more pictures you'll be able to add to that album over the next 10 million or even 10 billion years. And we wish Jehovah's rich blessing on both of you and your two beautiful children. We love you lots.
Thank you so much, Dita and Karen. Thank you so much for those beautiful words there. So we see, friends, Witness and Lungelo are super husband and super wife, super mommy and super daddy. But we know, because others also contributed to that. And we know that every single one of you here present this evening, in some way or another, had a share in supporting them in all those assignments. So thank you, a big, big thank you to each one of you. And we know that you're still playing such big roles even right now going forward. Just your presence alone, this celebration is being recorded. I promise you, Oluhle and Hlelo will be asking. If Hlelo isn't asking already, who's that uncle? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And Lungelo and Witness will say, oh, now that uncle is Ernest. Oh, oh, that one is Nathan. Oh, that one is Ian. Oh, it's two guys. Karabo is who and you now. You see, so many stories from each one of you. So your presence this evening, please believe it, is so important. Thank you so much for being present this evening as well. So, like I said, I'm going to try not make this about me. I have stories for days about Lungelo and Witness, but I'm not going to cloud it with all those stories. But I know some of them you will want to know. Some of them, like, oh, Lungelo, okay, so this is the Lungelo. So I can see Lungelo is looking at it, he's getting worried, and I was like, oh, this one is opening too many files now. So many vaults is opening up, But I promise you will want to hear all these stories. But before we can get to the next story that I have for you, we want to go to a song. we're going to go to a song. Masindi has a song for us. So we want to enjoy that as you enjoy your dessert and your drink, and your wine, and your little whiskey, whatever it is to, wash down, it's a nice celebration. Don't you just love Zoom? Don't you just love Zoom? You don't have to drive after this. You don't have to okay. I'm just gonna lick that little whiskey, and no. You can just comfortably sip your drink, and then don't you just love Zoom? I love Zoom. I love Zoom. Yeah. I mean, I wish I was with Lungelo and Witness in person, but yeah. So actually, now that I'm talking about whiskey and things like this. So here's a funny story. So this is not the actual story. It's the story before the story. Okay. These stories just come. So now we were in a restaurant, So one time, like, we're all now Skedlemba. In the Skedlemba now. We are planning. Lungelo is a planner. Planner is like this. He tortured us planning this whole evening. He's planning engagement party. Engagement. Sorry, why did I say party? Engagement. Now, boys, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to lure Witness into coming here and now making sure we are all here? The friends are here. Oh, wow. What a planning. What a planning. And if I remember well, it was either Monday after the Watchtower study or it was a Friday. Yeah, I think it was a Friday. So now Lungelo called the restaurant ahead of time. He arranged everything, the nice drink. So I remembered because of the, brewing the whiskey, And yeah, so now, sure. And then Lungelo is now asking and he's now arranging everything. Now, Nelson and myself have to get there. Lax and myself have to get there early now, to make sure that, things are in order because he must come with Witness. And she mustn't suspect anything. Yeah. It was a thing. Yeah, but anyway, long story short, Lungelo popped the question and she was like almost dying. Like, what just happened? And the thing is that was a popular restaurant for us. We were like, we would go there quite often. One day we went there and then it was a Friday. And then we were sitting down there, we were enjoying a meal. And after the meal, we had let's just open up the evening with like a few strong things, I'm not gonna mention them by name, something a little bit strong. And then, yay, what happens? I don't think Lungelo remembers this. And then what happens? One uncle from Bethel, he comes. He was a BC member. He comes, he sits right by us. And I'm like, look away. Now we're thinking, what do we say? Oh, the Tani. She saw us. And she was such an amazing auntie. She was like, when she sees you, she'll come. Oh, she came. With all those strong drinks that we're trying to hide, we're trying to hide all those strong drinks. She came and she's asking, what are you eating? And I remember Lungelo ordered this big thing. And she's like, what are you boys eating? And I'm, oh no, let me see. I'm also going to order the same thing. Meanwhile, we're trying to hide this little thing that's like, those tiny things that come and they're a little bit strong, Those ones we're trying to hide them, on a Friday evening after work. Lunga doesn't remember this. He looks puzzled right now. But anyway, yeah. So planning that surprise anniversary was awesome because even the management there, I think, now knew us somehow. So it was easier now to plan all those things. And it was a perfect place to actually plan that engagement because we had so many memories in that restaurant already. Right, Masindi, we are ready for this song. Take it away.
I do. I do. These times of travel True love always does. And he by your side and a million miles away. Nothing's ever gonna change the way I feel. The way it is the way that it was. When I say I do, I meant that I will. Till the end of our time. Be faithful and true, devoted to you. And that's what I had in mind when I said I do. Oh, yeah. And so the world keeps changing, and the world stay the same. They'll always come before. It goes hand in hand. Only you and I can undo all we became. That makes us so much more, so much more than a woman and a man. After everything that comes and goes around, it always passes by. Here alone in that dream, I know there's a lonely heart in every lost and found. But forever you and I could be the one. There's a lonely heart in every lost and found. But forever you and I could be the one that found out what forever means. When I say I do, I meant that I will. Till the end of our time. Be faithful and true, devoted to you. And that's what I had in mind when I said I do. When I said I do, I meant that I will. Till the end of our time. Be faithful and true, devoted to you. And that's what I had in mind when I said I do. Truer than true, you know I'll always be there for you, yeah. And that's what I had in mind. That's what I had in
Wow. Masindi, sister, you've got pipes. Whoa. Wow. You've got pipes, my sister. Wow. If I were an agent, I would be, like, oh, I've spotted some talent. Wow. Thank you so much. And what a beautiful song as well. Thanks for sharing that with Lungelo and Witness as well. And all of us. All of us. Thank you so much for sharing that song with us. We really appreciate that. Friends, we have to move along. I know that we promised you that this evening would end a little bit sooner, but it's hard to end it when you're having fun, right? It's hard to end it when you're having fun. Yeah. So I just thought I should share something. I'm trying to run away from sharing the story. I'm sharing something else instead. So I just thought of one note I had made a while ago that I think describes Lungelo and Witness as well. This is in the Bible. This is in 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 8. Now, just that part, a little part of this scripture says, yes, love may require more effort. Showing love may be hard at times. It may be challenging. It requires patience. It requires sacrifice. But this is what we know. It never fails. So, Lungelo and Witness, we know that your example of faith and love has really, really gotten you this far. And we thank Jehovah that love really, really proved to be one thing that carried you. And we are celebrating it this evening. Love never fails. Your love has never failed. And we thank you so much for such a wonderful example. For the newer ones who are married only yesterday, and some of us who are married, yesterday as well, we're looking up to you and we're like, yes, love indeed does not fail. So thank you so much for that. So I just want to fast forward a little bit, because of time. But this is one of the other changes in assignment in Lungelo and Witness time that marked other things as well. We are still running through the same thread. Changes. Witness and Lungelo just accept change, and they're willing to just take on whatever assignment Jehovah gives them. Now, so they moved from Bethel. They went to to King Williamstown. From King, they now moved to PE. Now, from PE, they were now sent to Joburg. Now, just to give you some information about the assignment, they got to Joburg and they were serving in the assignment as special pioneers there. And then 2015 came and reassignments came. Reassignments came, we all remember that. Reassignments came, and then they got a new assignment from Jehovah. At the same time with many other ones, right? They were now regular pioneers. Now, they had a choice to go to whatever congregation they wanted to go to. But because it's Lungelo and Witness, they chose to find a small group that has a need in sign language, and they chose to go to Davidton. Now, there was a group there that had so much of a need in sign language, and they chose to go there, and that's where they started serving there in that small group. But after some time, because it's Lungelo and Witness, they're like, yeah, Joburg, Joburg, you know what, we're gonna go. How, Lungelo and Witness, what are you gonna eat? Where are you gonna stay? We don't know, but we're gonna go. By this time, Skedlemba wasn't there anymore. I remember. I think Skedlemba wasn't there anymore now. There was no more Skedlemba now. Because life happens, eh? They were in Joburg, they're like, Joburg, no, let's now move. Now, this may sound a bit, a bit crazy for many of us. Because isn't it people move from the farms, they go to the city of gold, city of opportunities, Lungelo and Witness like, no, we are leaving. And I remember a specific conversation with Lungelo. And I'm like, where do you want to go? He's like, yeah, we're going to Limpopo. Oh, Limpopo. Where in Limpopo? He's like, Tanin. I'm like, oh, Tanin. Oh. You know why? Because I was born like 100 kilometers away from Tanin, So I'm like, yeah, hey, I know where I come from and the people there. And the way of life there, yeah. You're going where? And I think, yeah, hey. So anyway, they decided to move to Zanin. Because there was a need in a sign language group there. There was a brother who was at the RTO, Tonga RTO. He was in sign language. There was a need. There just wasn't anyone. People just don't move to small towns. People move to Joburg. People don't go to small towns. We don't want to go to small towns. They moved there. And I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to survive? Because everyone there always tells, full-time job, take it or leave it. And Lungelo and Witness are regular pioneers. How are they going to do this? That was our conversation. Anyway, it's Lungelo and Witness, and they did it. They went to Zanin. They moved. I remember it was Lungelo's dad's bakkie By then, I was nowhere near Limpopo. I'm from Limpopo. I was born in Limpopo. I was nowhere near Limpopo. I was the opposite direction of the N1. I was in Cape Town. I was like, nowhere near Limpopo. I'm not coming there, Baba. I'm not coming there. And then they went to Limpopo. I still don't understand why they chose Limpopo. They're like, Mvana, there's a need there. I'm like, yeah, there's a need other places as well. It's like, yeah, but we want to go to. And now, think of this. Now, Limpopo, where they wanted to go in Tzaneen, they speak Tonga and Sepedi and some Kilobedi. You know, it's a dialect of Sepedi. You know, Lungelo doesn't speak any of those languages. At least Witness speaks Sotho and she's, you know, Sepedi, you know, yeah. And Lungelo, Witness was actually in a Tonga congregation before they got married. So I wasn't worried about Witness. But Lungelo, hey, he's my boy, but he can't speak any of those languages. And the group is hosted by one of those languages. How is he going to survive there? Hey? Anyway, it's Lungelo and Witness. They went. You will not believe it. Jehovah's Holy Spirit is amazing. If Jehovah was able to teach those 3,000 men and women in that upper room to speak different languages, he certainly taught Lungelo and Witness how to speak the languages there. Just the other day, I laughed my lungs out when Lungelo said, don't tell me about the food in Limpopo. You know that disgusting food they eat there? I just could not stop laughing. There's a particular food they offered him. It's a delicacy amongst the Tongas. It's called gushe. I don't have an English word for it. I'm sorry, it doesn't exist. But they add some bicarb in it, and it's a bit slimy, and they love it. But Lungelo absolutely hated it. They made him taste it. So now every time he thinks of it, he's like, I don't want to think of that. But Lungelo moved there, and his wife Witness, and they served there. They served there. Now, how it gets interesting for me, and I would like to share this with you, is that one time we had to come from Cape Town to Limpopo. My father wasn't well, so we had to go there. He was in a hospital in Tzaneen. My boy, I'm here. Daddy's not well. Come. Now, by this time, my family knew Lungelo a while ago. Now, Lungelo is here. Lungelo and Witness are in Limpopo, and everyone is talking about Lungelo and Witness. Lungelo and Witness. Why? Because it's Lungelo and Witness. Everyone is just talking about them. Now they came. Now, the most interesting thing and the most amazing thing happened for my wife and I. So we were in Cape Town. We also chased the need there in Cape Town. We learned that there was a need in sign language. We also went there. However, after some time, we're like, let's just reevaluate. And Lungelo and Witness moved from the city, to a small town. They didn't have plans as to how they were going to survive. They said, Jehovah will help us find a way. And a way he did give them to find. And I remember my wife and I, on our way back, we took a 8-hour bus back from Palabora to Joburg to catch our flight. All we kept talking about was Lungelo and Witness and how selfless they were. How they just left everything. They had comfortable lives in Joburg. They had family who had worked for them. They could have settled in Joburg and had so much fun and had no problems. But they chose to go to Tzaneen, a deserted place that I used to call it. And that just stuck with us. In fact, my wife and I cried and prayed in the bus as we were going back. We're like, how selfish of us to want to stick to a place when we feel that, you know what, the need is actually met here. We could go somewhere else. And after that, we started praying, Jehovah, we have to leave Cape Town. I'm sorry to the Cape Town friends. They're here. They never heard this story. It is not a betrayal. You know, and that day, we decided, Lungelo and Witness, your example. To this very day, sometimes we cry about it when we think of that. But why am I sharing this, friends? It's Lungelo and Witness. Like I said, we're not overinflating, but we just share, this is their day. We just want to let you know how much of an impact they've made in people's lives. They made an impact in our lives as well. we started actively looking for the need because of their example. They didn't tell us, because of their example. And most definitely, many of you also learned so many things from Lungelo and Witness. So, Malungs, Mdibane, Mahlatsi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful example. Now, this story actually is leading up to the current assignment. Why am I saying this? They were in Joburg and they moved to Zanin. When they got to Zanin, selfless, pouring themselves out like a drink offering, as the Apostle Paul said. Now, an invite came. Hey, come to the city of gold. Oh, but this time, come to Bethel. And they went to Bethel. They went to Bethel, they were serving at Bethel, and now this is where the current assignment actually started. Now, let me not mess it up. Let's now look at slide number 5 and enjoy the current assignment.
Through all her tender years, he watched her grow. Many the joys and tears she would come to know. But when she gave her best and came through each test, she made his heart feel so good. Precious daughter, he's so proud of you. Time won't alter his love for you. He loves you so. Hard work and sacrifice, that's just her way. Thinking of his advice helps her through the day. And she's so glad to know that he loves her so. It means so much to hear him say, precious daughter, I'm so proud of you. Time won't alter my love for you. As he loves you so. Yes, Jehovah sees and Jehovah knows all the work you've done and the love you've shown. No, he won't forget how you've loved his name for all this time. Precious daughter, he's so proud of you. He's so proud of you. Precious daughter, he'll be there for you. He'll be there for you. Precious daughter, he will care for you. He'll take good care of you. Precious daughter, he loves you. He loves you so.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. It got me emotional, you know, it got me emotional. I'm thinking of, yeah, I remember speaking to Lungelo and Witness. Oh yes, coming back to my no means nothing, you know. So when the current assignment started, they were at Bethel, right? So when you're at Bethel, you must move out of Bethel, right? You must drive out, take your stuff and drive out of Bethel. Now, who was supposed to drive them? We had now moved from, remember the example? Now, we had now moved from Cape Town ourselves now. We're now in Joburg. So we're back together in Joburg, together, all of us. We're also now on a different assignment. Now, who's supposed to drive them? You know, who's supposed to help Lungelo carry his bed? You know, the guy who said, nah, I'm sleeping, I can't come, and I can't come, was the guy who was there, who was carrying the couches and the bed with Lungelo. And, you know, yeah. And I remember I spoke to Lungelo and Witness and I asked them, how do you feel? So it was a change from the then assignment they had at Bethel. They loved it. Now a new assignment now came along. They were pregnant. And I asked them, how do you feel? They're like, you know, because it was surprising how they looked. So I was just trying to confirm whether how they looked and how they felt actually, you know, connected. They looked so happy. They looked so happy. You will not believe it. I'm like, you are losing a privilege. I mean, an assignment at Bethel. Now you're starting another one. The first thing for most is like crying, like I just lost, you know, I'm pregnant. And no, not Lungelo and Witness. Why? Because it's Lungelo and Witness. A new assignment comes, they embrace it. They embraced being parents in an amazing way. Never shed a tear once. I've never had a single slightly negative thing about being parents from Lungelo and Witness down to this day. Because it's Lungelo and Witness. So that evening, I asked Lungelo and Witness, how do you feel? We drove to Springs and then we spent like a few minutes there. We chatted. How do you feel? They're like, we are over the moon. We are excited, and excited they were. And every action they took, every decision they made proved how excited they were to have this new assignment. And I think all of us just enjoyed seeing those pictures, real life, how they engaged their new assignment. What a wonderful example of accepting and embracing changing circumstances and assignments going forward. So right now, we're just going to give an opportunity to Lungelo and Witness. This is their item. I have no idea what's going to happen up next. I'm just going to enjoy it as much as you. So Lungelo and Witness, this is your item. Go for it. I hope they're still here. They are. Hello. There they are.
Lungelo, I think this is the time, right?
Yes, it is, my brother. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. My girl, she ain't the one that I saw coming. And Sometimes I don't know which way to go, and I tried to run before, but I'm not running anymore, 'cause I fought against it hard enough to know that you love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. Oh, you can't make yourself stop dreaming, no, you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love.
My boy ain't the one that I saw coming, and some have said his heart's too hard to hold, and it takes a little time, but you should see him when he shines, 'cause you never wanna let that feeling go. When you love who you love, who you love.
You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. Oh, you can't make yourself stop dreaming, no, you're dreaming of. And if it's who you love, then it's who you love. You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. Oh, you love who you love, who you love. Oh, you can't make yourself stop dreaming, no, you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love.
Oh, the Masilelas, Lungelo and Witness. Wow. You guys are just amazing. You guys are just so beautiful. Hlelo, Oluhle, like I said, I could go on the whole night talking about the two of you and the wonderful example that you've set. I can remember when we joined you, well, we were in Davidton and you were out in the ministry. Actually, that was so true. I didn't really realize it at the time, but I got to see it. I remember when your current assignment started, I asked you, so Mvana, what are your plans? Will you still continue pioneering? You said, oh yes, is that even a question? So I'm like, what is? And then you said, here's the thing, Mvana. Then it was just Hlelo. You said, it's one of her. It's two of us. We are full-time servants. We are pioneers. So she will not stop us from pioneering. We are the majority. She's the minority. There is no way she will stop us from pioneering. And that was so true. When we met in Davidton, you were out in the ministry. You were out in the ministry. We were doing some other work, and then you took us for lunch. We went out to lunch with Clelo there. She was tiny, so obedient. You know, you could see she is well trained. She knew that she was not the boss. She could not stop the two of you from pioneering. She could not stop the two of you from full-time service. And I saw that with even Oluhle right now. Still, you are the majority. The two of them are learning from you, the wonderful example of full-time service, and you're surrounding them with so many full-time servants. And this Zoom is evidence of that. So thank you, uncles. Thank you, aunties. Lungelo and Witness' journey still continues. Their journey is still continuing, and they need all of you. They need all of us, uncles, aunties, when full-time service. That's one thing Lungelo and Witness have always mentioned time and time and again. These kids are a gift from Jehovah. We will surround them with full-time servants, people who love serving Jehovah. They are outnumbered. There is no way these kids can now stop serving Jehovah just because we didn't do our part. So thank you so much, friends, for being present and supporting Lungelo and Witness. And yeah, so we are nearing now the end of our evening. We are nearing the end of our evening, and now we're going to have a video song, and we're going to enjoy together a video song, Le Moto. I have no idea what Le Moto is, but I'm sure it's going to be something about a car that is moving, because their journey is also moving. That was such a beautiful song. Wow. And it's super, super fitting. I mean, if you know Lungelo, he loves the road, this one, eh? Hey, he was this tiny man on this big truck. Now he was driving his car now with his friends now, eh? Aggies for life. There. Wow, what a beautiful song. For the first time, Lungelo, nice song choice. Nice song choice. Fits your story. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And actually, this song and this video leads nicely into the last speech that we're going to have from their friends. Let's now introduce their friends that you saw riding with them. They have something to say as well. They have some stories to tell about all those bucky rides, you know. I don't know where they were going. All I saw is the other one was from the Eastern Cape, the other one from Gauteng, but where they were going, we don't know. Let's hear from the Mutobis.
Happy anniversary! 10 years! Yeah. So we're so happy for this day. Yeah. And we just want to talk about a little bit about our friendship with our dear friends Lungelo and Witness.
Yeah. Where do we meet?
Yes. So we met Lungelo and Witness in Danzane, Eastern Cape. Yeah. We were still new in sign language, and I think they were
just married.
Having a special pioneer in Williamstown. But you know, because we were still new and shy, we didn't know the sign language and how to teach the culture. So they helped a lot.
They help us a lot. Yeah.
They help us. We still appreciate even to this day. And also how to teach the deaf and so forth. So thank you, friends, so much. Jehovah has used you so much.
So another one is memorable time that we spent together.
Yes. So
while we were serving in Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just think for 10 years, there's a lot of things we can talk. But, you know, if we can talk for all those, for 10 years, 5 minutes, it won't be enough. So one of the memorable time we had with our dear friends, it was arranging for the deaf to travel to convention in Cape Town. You know, we went to city, and then, but the money that they asked, it was too much. So what we did, we arranged that all the deaf, the groups in Tata, Danzane, King Williamstown, PE, and I think even Queenstown, yeah. So we arranged to go and for one bus, and then we paid that bus, so all of us can be in the same bus. So it was amazing to travel to Cape Town with all the deaf in the bus. It was Jehovah's blessing.
Yeah, and I remember even good times that we used to have. We used to like on the 5th of January to go to the beach with the deaf, have a prize, so those were the good times.
It was a good time. It was a good time. But you know what we love about Lungelo and Witness? They have good qualities that really made this friendship to continue for 10 years, and then we're still looking forward for the future and
paradise
beyond. Their love for Jehovah. You know, Lungelo Witness, they love Jehovah so much. They've served Jehovah and went to Bethel, from Bethel, special pioneering in those places that we mentioned. Even from there, they continued. They went to Limpopo, to Zanini. They went back to Bethel, serving at Bethel, you know, and they served in Davidton. They're serving now in Zakani. So all these, it really shows their love for Jehovah and also the love for Jehovah's people, the self-sacrificing spirit they have.
Yeah, and one thing that we've got, actually me and Witness, we've got some similarity there. I love the field, and she loved the field. She loved having Bible study, teaching. So, we Witness when there's no
Someone to teach.
Someone to teach. He'll be like, no. we need the field. That's what we need. Yeah. So yeah, I think we've got similarity there.
Yeah, that's true. And Lungelo, he takes his assignment seriously. Yeah, it doesn't matter what assignment, but he's a spiritual man. So that's what we love about him. And then we've got our own language.
Yeah, no one will understand this language.
Yeah.
It's not but it's our language.
And it's just helping us to continue serving Jehovah faithfully. So that's we love. So we'll give you a few examples.
Yeah, just cool.
Yeah, we'll give you.
So we've got
Unja.
And then we've got tsunami. Yeah, tsunami, we can stay with them like till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Tsunami, they understand what we mean.
Yeah. If you want to know tsunami, join us.
And then we've got daddy.
Daddy.
When we say daddy, I don't know what we mean. And another one, when we make arrangement and other thing, will be like speak to you.
Speak to me.
Yeah. So they know what we mean.
Yeah.
And
division. Yeah, no, we're not dividing anyone.
No, it's just, we call it PE division.
Yeah. We've got the recent one. Just now we
even Shelo and Olushe, they know.
Shelo and Olushe, they know this.
They know it very well.
Yeah.
When you say boom, boom, they understand what you mean.
So you will understand what you mean. So, but dear friends, thank you so much. We've learned a lot from you. Keep up loving Jehovah. You're doing so well now. We've seen how you're teaching Shelo and Olushe to love Jehovah. So very well done. Jehovah's richest blessing. We love you.
Happy anniversary. 10. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Wasn't that just beautiful? Hey, boom boom. I have no idea for the life of me what boom boom is, but I'm gonna use it from now on. I'm gonna bring a tsunami with my boom boom, Lungelo. Yes, thank you so much, Daniel and Ayanda, for your beautiful expressions there. We thank you so much for that. So we can see, really, there is no amount of words that can really sum up friendships like that. And we know that if we had each received an opportunity to say something about our memories with Lungelo and Witness, we each would have so much to say. But please don't shy away. Thank you so much for sharing all those chats there, sharing messages. Share WhatsApp voice notes as well. They will keep that. They will treasure that so much. Please send that to them. They would love to hear from you and all your beautiful memories in their journey that is still continuing. We want that to be the operative word. It still continues. Their journey still continues. Please remember that. So as I was thinking now, I'm like, it's why is Lungelo and Witness like everyone says so many nice things about them. I just remember Jehovah's example there when he spoke to Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 31 verse 3, he says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Lungelo and Witness, we have loved you with an everlasting love. We still love you with the same love. We thank you so much for making it easy to love. You're making it so easy to love. So thank you so much for that, and we wish you many, many more blessings from Jehovah as you go on raising those two beautiful kids, the two gifts that Jehovah gave you there to care for. Jehovah could not have chosen better parents to do so. So friends, like all good things, they have to come to an end. Like all good things, they have to come to an end. But it is not the end yet, but we're just nearing the end. So before we get to the end, we would like to invite Lungelo and Witness now to also say a few words. Lungelo and Witness wants to say something to you, friends. So Lungelo, Mahlatsi, the stage is yours. I don't know if you have a pre-recorded video or you're going to say something live, but now the opportunity is yours.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, perfect.
Okay. Sure, yeah, friends, family, we don't know where to begin. We are literally lost for words, and we thank everyone for coming and enjoying this day with us. You know, it took some time for us to plan. You won't believe it. We thought this was going to be a simple thing, but the closer got to the time, the more we thought, no man, with Zoom, we would like to have all our friends and family to join with us. So you all coming to enjoy with us really means a lot. We want to thank everyone that played a part in this event, either directly or indirectly. And we just want to thank, first of all, we want to thank Jehovah, because these 10 years have been the best 10 years of our marriage. We normally joke lately, that the longer we spend together, the more the love grows, literally. And I think my wife will attest to that. I love her more now than I did, or I thought I did. But now I know what it means to love somebody, and for that love to keep on growing. And I appreciate the woman she is, the mother, the wife, the sister that she is. She's just an amazing person. So I thank Jehovah for her. If you remember the song that, which song was it? That we sang. Yeah, that music video that we did. So the words of that song actually have meaning to the two of us. For example, the guy says, what does he say again? I practiced that song for so many times, but now it just you know, yeah, it's there. Yeah, my girl, she ain't the one that I saw. Oh, yeah, so she's not the one I saw coming. Yes. So just to explain what that means is that when I got to Bethel, before I got to Bethel, I made a promise to Jehovah, and I said, Jehovah, please, at least 5 years, I want to stay as a single brother serving you in Bethel. And I failed dismally, because only after the first year, I saw this sister and I thought to myself, why is this sister still single? And Millicent explained it. I used to ask Millicent, say, Millicent, how come you guys are still single? But I was looking at her from a distance. So I was observing the kind of person she is. She was always around people, always, literally, especially brothers. She was always with brothers. Whenever you saw at the dining room, at work, she is surrounded by brothers. And that could have been something that put me off, but it didn't. Instead, it made me want to find out. Because I thought, if she is easy to be around brothers, she must be an easy person to be with. So that's why, you know, I thought, let me just pursue her and see. So I failed Jehovah, but I feel that Jehovah blessed us. And yeah, she's the best person for me. And she's the best mother. She's the best everything. And I love her so much. And thank you all for coming. We want to thank our parents, both sides. Our parents have been supportive from day one. You know, our parents, my parents, I know they love Witness. They love her very much. And I feel that her parents really, I hope they love me. I'm just joking. I know that they love me. I can see it in the way they treat me and the way they treat us and our kids. So we really appreciate them. We also want to thank our friends. We can't mention all by name, but it would be a mistake not to thank Byron. Byron has been abused from day one by us. And just to tell you, you know, earlier on today, I was speaking to him on the phone because he says I phoned him 13 times a day. I was talking to him earlier on and I said, hey, boy, you remember, now that you got that program director, this, remember, is the continuation of the journey. And the first thing he said to me, he said, how it's not ending, guys. So meaning the abuse is just gonna keep on happening. It's not gonna end. So I just wanna let you know and explain to you in a different way what Byron means when he says that we abuse him. Listen to this voice note that he sent me a couple of days ago. Please, Brother Angela, can you please play that voice note from Byron?
Oh, I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, yes. In life, if there's two people who somehow have managed to always get me to work, hey, is the two of you, is Lungelo and Witness. Yay. When you were in Kingman, I was working. Yay. I will be working, man. I was the go-between. Yazi is the blanket, is the this is coming. I must go to the track. I must. Yay. Now, manje, I must now measure. Yay. You will pay me. You must bring one child here. You must bring one child to at least stay 1 week with Felix, and then Shelo, she must give Felix a bath for the whole week. Yeah, no, yay. You will make me work. Yeah. No, but actually, no, I remember. Yay. No, from the beginning, no, you made me work. I shouldn't be surprised. Ne? Because from then, me, I was that guy who was just made to work. The love that I'm feeling.
So friends, you will understand when Byron says he's been abused. and we realize now that we have actually been abusing him from the beginning. But the bad news, Byron, is that it's not gonna end. So we want to thank you so much. You played a big part in our dating, even in our marriage, in a lot of the assignments that we've been in. You've been that guy. We just call you Byron, this and that, and you always did your best. We really appreciate you, and we never thanked you. Like you say, you never feel the love. We never thank you or show appreciation, but we actually do. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who came, and thank you for honoring the theme. We see you are all in your bow ties and looking perfect. That makes us so happy to see that you went all out, and for you to join with us up until now. Thank you so much. We literally don't have any words, but we thank Jehovah, we thank our parents, we thank all the friends, and we thank each and every one of you. Everyone who gave a speech, it was really heartfelt, and we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy the rest of it. Oh, one more thing. We also want to say congratulations to the Dudus. Happy anniversary. The Dudus are enjoying their 10-year anniversary. We got married on the same day, so also on the 12th of November. And they had their anniversary yesterday, and they made sure that they are with us today, and we appreciate them for that. So thank you to the Dudus. That's it, friends. This is the end of the program, and we're just gonna play a few songs, and you are more than welcome to open your videos. And if you can, we'll appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. If you don't mind, please take a picture of yourself or your family and just send it to us. It will be memories for us to keep. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the the following songs that are going to play, and let's dance. And thank you again for coming.
konke ngikudingayo kuwe kuphelele uthando enginalo uhlula zonke ilwandle imefisa enhliziyo yami ifuna wena kanti nothando lwami hlala lungusa ngawo mina ngeke ngikwazi ukuthanda umuntu njalo ngifuna wena kuphela akekho umuntu sithandwa sami bosonono wena ulami wami bosonono sithandwa sami bosonono wena ulami wami bosonono konke ngikudingayo kuwe kuphelele uthando enginalo uhlula zonke ilwandle sithandwa sami yazi uma ungekho eduze kwami ngaphambana ngoba uthando lwakho hlala hlezi njalo noma nini sithanda ubusuku nemini oh yeah ngizotshela abazondi bavumele isimo mina ndikhethe wena ufune zitori uthando liyaphila awuseduze kwami dali wami ngiyakutshela lolo thando lwamambela onoma nini ngakufela angikuthanda kwamambela imefisa enhliziyo yami ifuna wena kanti nothando lwami hlala lungusa ngawo mina ngeke ngikwazi ukuthanda umuntu njalo ngifuna wena kuphela akekho umuntu sithandwa sami bosonono wena ulami wami bosonono sithandwa sami bosonono wena ulami wami bosonono konke ngikudingayo kuwe kuphelele thando enginalo uhlula zonke ilwandle
Papa, no, my love is so big for you. You're making my mind go spinning for you. You're making my heart go boop 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 boop. My love is so real for you. Ungibhala amehlo, angibona omunye ngaphandle kwakho. Nami ngifuna wena wedwa, ngifuna wena wedwa sandwa, ngifuna wena wedwa.
imefisa enhliziyo yami ifuna wena kanti nothando lwami hlala lungusa ngawo mina ngeke ngikwazi ukuthanda umuntu njalo ngifuna wena kuphela finish. I just can't stop thinking about you. Undenza Antonio, kuthenga la ebusuku.
Zizi. 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 Zizi.
Wow.
Zizi.
Mnandi.
Woza mzizi. Sukuma mzizi. Sukuma mzizi.
Hayi wena man.
10 years ago. Bakuwela.
No, sorry.
Ithi tumanga manjile moto, tumanga manjile moto, yo hamba Toyota, ithi tumanga manjile moto, tumanga manjile moto, yo hamba Toyota, uzonke usemandleni. Stando sama zangu mfake bonde, ndingabe ndiyankoka mna, ndingabe ndiyankoka mna. Sesinemi akasikoneke ngondweni, ntombizodwa ndifuna wena emendweni, ndingabe ndiyankoka mna, ndingabe ndiyankoka mna. Yaw, tongango, omalume bakhona, namalungiselelo zonke izinto zikhona. Mama, dicelo ngandiphothi mala. Takhetha le Toyota Lamborghini zikhona, bale Toyota Lamborghini zikhona. Ay mama sange ndakusola mna. Why ngicela ungandiphothi? Manjile moto, tumanga manjile moto, yo hamba Toyota. Siphele uhlala ungobami intambo yami yakhehlele yo ngobami ndoba ngaske bancame Toyota ngeyami untombi sodwa ngobami ziningi imoto kodwa ngeke zifane ngahamba ngeLamborghini kodwa qaphela umkhuhlane
Siyabonga kakhulu bafowethu. Thank you, brothers, and goodbye, everyone. We had a beautiful.
Thank you, driver.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Danke, siyabonga. Danke.
Bye.
Bye. Witness.
Bye.
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 It was so nice. It was so nice.
It's so hard to leave, you know?
It is so hard to leave. We enjoyed it.
It was amazing.
Nice to see you, Dun Nokwada. Nice to see you.
Okay, we'll call this meeting off now. We'll end it. Goodbye and have a great evening, everyone. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.